Kingdom Millionaire Mentor Ike Ikoku with Kingdom Millionaire Institute, here to shed some insights on the top 3 financial goals that you should set for 2019. So all the fireworks are done as you and your friends have ushered in the new year. By this juncture, you've probably heard a few of your new friends, even some of your old friends, break their New Year's resolutions. They've shared with you what their goals were, and a few weeks into the year, chances are they've kind of reneged on whatever those goals were that they are. And if you've heard the statistics, that you know that most people break their resolutions by the 3rd week of the year. And for those who set goals, it's used to be that only 8% of people actually achieve the goals that they set. The latest research, however, shows that only 3% of people who actually set their goals are actually achieving them. And so hearing those dismal stats, you might be wondering, well, why even bother setting goals in the first place? Here's why. There's a recent Harvard study that showed that 84% of the population actually doesn't even have any goals. 14% have a plan in mind, but they don't have any written goals, and 3% have their goals written down. Now, of the 14% that actually have a plan in mind, in other words, they have a goal, but they just haven't written it down, they are actually, watch this, 10 times more successful than those who don't have any goals whatsoever. So if you want to 10x your success rate, make sure you've got some goals for the year. Maybe you've started thinking about goals, started thinking about setting them, but you're unsure of what you should be focusing on. Have no fear, as in this video, I'm going to give you the top 3 financial goals that you should be setting for 2019. First goal should be to get out of debt. Everyone dreams about having a debt-free and a stress-free life, but not everyone has a plan to do so. Most people spend more time planning for their vacations than they do around their finances. Now, granted, stuff happens, but some things are avoidable. When it comes to debt, and not all debt necessarily is bad, just as we have good and bad bacteria in our systems, we also have good and bad debt. The stuff I want you focusing on is eliminating all bad debt as quickly as you can. I'm talking about debt that drains your finances, keeps you in a position of servitude as an indentured servant to your creditors. Kind of debt that doesn't help you grow your wealth and offers no tax savings opportunities whatsoever. Any debt that fits into that category, you want to eliminate, and eliminate as fast as you can. Now, I offer a course where I teach you how you can get out of the debt straitjacket and never be a prisoner to debt again. How you can eliminate all forms of debt in 8 years or less. And by all forms of debt, I mean all forms of debt. I'm talking the mortgage, I'm talking student loans, I'm talking automobile loans, I'm talking credit cards, I'm talking store charge cards. Any debt whatsoever, you could kick that thing out as a bad tenant and can do it in less than 8 years. Doesn't matter what kind of debt you have. You can kick them out like a bad tenant and be completely free of that debt. Now, if it sounds like a resource that could be useful and beneficial to you, then go to www.ikedebtfree.com. That's www.ikedebtfree.com. And for less than what it will cost you to fill up your car with gas, you could be well on your way to being debt-free and financially free in less time than it takes for a doctor to accumulate $250,000 to $500,000 in student loan debt, 8 years or less. A second thing to consider is, as far as a goal for 2019, is you should plan for ways to create multiple income generating streams. Create multiple sources of income. Now, a close cousin to becoming debt-free is becoming financially free. And to be financially free, you need to amass some measure of wealth as a wealth creator. Now, the path to becoming a wealth creator always starts with understanding that cash is king and cash flow is the queen who directs all of the king's decisions. Now, you've heard it said that it's wise to diversify your investments, right? Well, it's even wiser to diversify your income and your sources of cash flow. One of the benefits of working with a mentor is that they can help you identify the best business ideas to help you earn extra money and create multiple streams of income. The third thing that I would recommend that you focus on as a goal for 2019 is to make sure you have a well-stocked emergency fund. Now, you've heard it said that you should have at least 3 to 6 months of your living expenses set aside in an emergency fund. That's an account that provides immediate, instant access to you. Now, as long as that's been preached, it never ceases to amaze me the number of people who actually don't have 3 to 6 months worth of their living expenses set aside. And when research shows that almost half the nation would have to go into debt or sell something just to cover an unplanned $400 expenditure, you realize just how bad an epidemic this is. While a 3 to 6 month emergency fund is beneficial for a limited time frame, I'm a proponent for having 1 full year of your living expenses tucked away in an emergency fund. Regardless of what Murphy's Law may throw your way, the peace of mind that comes from knowing that your household expenses are covered for the next year is simply priceless, my friends. So like I said earlier, even if you're unsure of what your goal should be, if you start with just these 3, you'll be light years ahead of many friends and colleagues of yours. And if you'd like a resource to help you put a check mark of done by the first of these 3 goals, then check out my course at www.ikedebtfree.com. That's www.ikedebtfree.com. I wish you well in achieving your financial goals for the year. Take care. God bless you.